The Fed chairman spoke today. That didn't sound good at all. I mean, I'm not even just talking about the lying. It all just sounded really bad. Let's talk to Carol Roth about this whole thing, recovering investment banker, author of the book, The War on Small Business. Carol, okay, let's begin with, we're not in a recession? That's so weird.
Well, we don't know, Jesse. We don't get the information on GDP until tomorrow, but certainly Chair Powell was setting us up for the definition of a recession. Now, despite the fact that, everybody in markets, in the broader sort of economic punditry arena usually says 2 quarters of GDP contraction means a recession, the NBER, which is the official group that is allowed to call a recession, always does so in advance, and they have a non-definition definition. And the reason why they give themselves latitude is because if we could just figure this out by looking at the data, why would we need them? How could they spin things? How could they extract fees? They couldn't do any of those things if they didn't get a chance to declare a recession. So even though if we come in a situation where we do see a second negative quarter of GDP, we'll all think that that's a recession. The chairman of the Federal Reserve, like everyone else, is saying, well, we have this amazing labor market, amazing, TM quotes, whatever. And so we're not necessarily going to say it. One other thing I want to throw in there, along with all of this other stuff, is whatever we see tomorrow in terms of a GDP print is called the advanced estimate. There are 3 different estimates for every quarter. We get one every single month. So, whatever we see tomorrow could be adjusted pretty significantly, either up or down. So we really won't have the full clear answer until a few months down the road, but it doesn't matter. Recession or stagflation, the average American is hurting financially, and that's the important part.
Interest rates. What is this number? This seems like a big number. What does this mean? Is this good, Carol? Is it really bad? What's this number mean?
Okay, so they hiked 75 basis points. 100 basis points is 1%. So it's 0.75%. And that's their target rate for banks to, in a layman's basis, to lend to each other. And that's a rate that kind of sets every other interest rate directly or indirectly that you may come across. Now, the level that they're at now for this target rate, this 2.25% to 2.5%, is just above what they consider their neutral rate. Like if things were going perfect, that they would be at around 2%. So if they weren't out messing in the market, like a 2% rate is a good rate. But the problem is they went and they've been suppressing interest rates for so long. And if you look at the greater part of 15 years, we've had zero Fed fund rate of 0. So, there's a good news aspect in getting it up to neutral. The question is, where does it go from here? And then how much damage does it cause? Because here's the thing, the Fed can print money, but you know what it can't print, Jesse? It can't print oil and it can't print food. And those are the issues that are driving a lot of the economic pain right now.